right. All right, all right, all right. Right. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The I want you to like the video. I want you to make a comment. If you like video, make a comment. Start a conversation with me. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's communicate. Let's chat. Let's communicate about what's going on. I'm in Nigeria, as I said. I said that already before. But I'm in Nigeria, and then I'm here again. I'm here again to look at the topic. To look at the topic that we're looking at in the morning. We are going to look at the topic, and I want us to talk about it. What do you think about the situation in Nigeria? Just start a conversation. Let's look at the situation in Nigeria now. I'm in Nigeria, and I could give you the answer to the question you like to ask. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So you can see that every day we wake up in this country and then we hear news about terrible things happening to our people, but some people are still trying to dispute what we know is going on in our country. So if you are Nigeria, I want you to say something about what you know is going on. And then if you're not Nigerian, bring up a topic. Please click like the video, and then make a comment, and then subscribe to the channel to encourage me to keep on keeping on. Yeah. There is an argument between the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the president of America, Donald Trump. there was an argument about whether those things are actually happening in the country that Donald Trump said is happening in my country. They said genocide. So many people are still disputing it. But the truth is, these things are happening. That's why you see I put it on the screen there. I don't need to say too much. I just put it there and you can see there. Those things you see there are not fiction. They are not lies. I'm not paid to come and say those things there. And I said very soon the internet will be filled with such information. The internet will be filled with such information. Very soon, you will just discover that people are started talking about it. And then, a lot of things are coming up. Some leaders, world leaders, please, I want you to click the like. I want to see the like increase, and I want you to, like the video, I want you to subscribe and be a part of this channel so that whenever I come up like this, you'll be, we can talk, we can chat. I want us to chat, I want us to discuss. You can never be lonely with me. Spend some time together, do some talking. You understand? Yeah, do some talking. Are you ready? So bring up a question. Ask me any question. I'll give you the answer. And then bring up maybe an idea. What do you want us to talk about? We could also do some deviate. We could deviate from the topic a little bit. But for now, we're talking about, okay, yeah, Fernando Meyer, you are welcome. Have you subscribed to my channel? Have you liked the video? Yeah. I want to see the like increase. The like is not increased yet. I want you to ask me a question. Tell me where you're calling from. Tell me where you're calling from. And tell me what you want us to talk about. Okay. Fernando Meyer, I don't know what you mean by 67, 68. I don't know what you mean by that. Can you expatiate? Can you tell us what you mean by so? What do you mean by that? Yeah. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yeah. Okay. What do you mean by that? I'm still waiting for your question. Still waiting for your question. Yeah. What's going on in my country now is really serious. We need to talk about it. Yeah. Serious, and we need to talk about it. What do you want us to say about it? What do you want us to talk about it? I'm still asking. What do you want us to talk about it? See, there's an issue going on now about what's going on in the country, my country, Nigeria. And what is going on now is something that is like a debate. There's a debate going on the background about what should be done to Nigeria or how to help the country. You know, there are some propositions about a model on what should be done to Nigeria. Some people are saying, are coming up with the idea of, they're coming up with the idea of um, they're coming up with the idea of making Nigeria, like sharing the country into few parts. You could go and look that up in the last video I posted. The last video I posted in my live. Just check, click the live when you get to my page. Subscribe to my channel. Click the live and look at the last video there. You see, check the live there. Click the live. You will see the video come up about what they are trying to do in the country. They're trying to. Oh, the room is getting dark, right? Can you see me? They're trying to divide the country into 6 parts so that these 6 parts will be geopolitical zones in the country, so that each zone will manage their own resources, but at the same time be a part of the united Nigeria, right? So because of that, because of that, I decided that I was gonna bring it up as a topic. I've just brought it up as a topic now, and I want you to say something about it. Okay, the place is getting dark already. Let me try to get a light. Yeah, lights. Get lights. Okay, I'm about to put on the lights. Nigeria is a very wonderful country, but we have light problem, electricity problem. We have electricity problem. Let me reduce it. Oh, the light. We have electricity problem in Nigeria. So yeah, the problem. In Nigeria, that's the reason why most times when you come up in the night like this to do live, there will be no lights. The whole place will be dark, and then you begin to scramble in the dark. That's a usual experience in the country. The government is practically not really working. All they are interested in is cutting away, squandering away our money, just embezzling the wealth of the nation, making the people feel impoverished. That's what is going on in the country. Poverty everywhere, people are crying. Not too long ago, they came up with the title they placed upon Nigeria, that Nigeria is now the headquarter of poverty in the world. Nigeria has all the resources. The northern side that is experiencing the northern side that is experiencing the genocide attack is a side that is having all the powerful resources, all the mineral resources are there. The gold, the silver, the diamond, lithium, and all that. All these resources are found in the north. Apart from the oil that we already have, petroleum we have. But the question is, what is the use of the government if the government cannot make the people to benefit from their natural resources? That's a question we are asking. We don't even understand what they are doing. You're confusing everybody. Please like this, like the video, please. I want to see the like increase. I want to see the comments coming up. I want you to ask me question about what's going on in the country. Yeah, so I could give you some answer to make you happy. Let's get into conversation. Let's get into conversation. You know, let's get into conversation. Let's get into conversation about the topic of the day. You have something to say about it? Do you want to ask any question about it? Do you want to know anything about what's going on? That's what I'm asking about. That's what I'm asking about. Nigeria has all the resources, but the truth is, the human beings are the biggest resources of any nation. Yes, human beings are the biggest resources of any nation. Every nation is supposed to see the human beings as their biggest resources so that they can use the human beings in the nations to build and develop and grow to get bigger and better in international affairs. That's it. But here in Nigeria, the human beings that are supposed to build the place, There's what we call Japa in Nigeria. Japa. This Japa has become something that is going on here that is giving everyone concerns. Yeah, giving everyone concern. Giving everyone concern. People are running out of the country in droves, like the swarm of locusts. They're running to other countries because everyone is afraid of what could happen next. People can no longer travel from state to state with peace of mind and with the assurance that they could get to their destination in perfect condition. That's the state of the nation. I was talking about what someone told me. Someone asked me, so it was yesterday, about traveling to Nigeria. And the person asked whether it is safe to travel from one part of Nigeria to another. In short, the way the person asked the question, the person asked it like this. He said, can one travel to every part of Nigeria peacefully? To every part of Nigeria without experiencing any problem from terrorists, from criminals. So I told the person that that's not that's not supposed to be the question, unless you're adapting what you have been told about what's happening in Nigeria. Unless you're adapting what you've been told about what's happening in Nigeria. You've been told that a lot of criminal activities is going on in the country. You're asking me if it is safe for people to travel to any part of the country. That should not be the question. Because that question shows that you don't believe that anything is going on in the country. You're still having the doubts. I have to just clear your doubts so that if you're having the mind to come to Nigeria, you'll be, if you're having the interest to come to Nigeria, you, are you still there? So if you're having the interest to come to Nigeria, I'll just need to discourage you. Yes, unless I'm only going to encourage you to come to some parts. The northern part of Nigeria is like, the northern part of Nigeria is like it's gone because those criminals have taken over the northern part of Nigeria. See, all those things you're hearing about, all is happening in the northern part of the country. But in the southern side of Nigeria, the eastern side, the western side, the western side, the there's a way Nigeria is shared. We have the north, we have the west, we have the east, we have the south, you know. But it's first of all practically divided into two parts. It's divided into Nigeria is divided into north, south, east, and west. But there's a side of Nigeria that is called south south, south south, south south. What I could say is I could just say south. Yes. And there's a side that is called the east. There's a side that's called the west, and there's a side called the north. All the problems here, not as 19 states, they are all taking place in the north. So the north, the north, you could Google it. I don't need to even list it for you. You could just Google the northern side of Nigeria. You know, Borno, Kano, Kaduna, Jos, Aba, Benue, and my number. All these, they are very fearful to visit at this time. Even the northern side is closer to the other parts of the country, closer to the eastern side. Those side like places like you know Damawa and those places that are closer. Google that you see the answer. They are still you know fearful to visit at this time from what is going on now. You know, it's dangerous to visit at this time. So it's not advisable to go there. But you could go to if you want to visit Nigeria, you could visit the western side. Western side starts from depending on where you're coming from, but I could start counting from Lagos because Lagos was once the headquarter. Lagos was once the headquarter of Nigeria. So you can start counting from you come to Lagos, come to uh, come to Lagos, come to Lagos, come to Delta State. Okay, let me start from the west. Let me start from the west. If you start from the west, you can't. From the west, you can't. You can't Lagos. You can Google that up. Just we call it the Yoruba side of Nigeria. Those that's the area where the Yoruba people. Who is this guy? Emmanuel Shibu, Indian man also. You say you are from India. Those words you say, they are very powerful, and I don't like to be controlling the kind of statements that people use in my page. I just like people to express themselves. Okay, I don't like people to express themselves, but when the statements are getting out of order, it becomes a problem, right? Becomes a problem. So becomes a problem. Becomes a problem. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. I thought I would get some question. Thought I would get some question. But I can't. I'm not getting questions now. So I've said a lot, and I believe that what I've said has given you some information. So if I get questions, I'll I'll give you the answers to what you want to know about. So just give me a minute. I'll be back. Yeah.